Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, that's Britt, and that's Brandon. And today we're going to be giving our spoiler review of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, episodes 1 and 2. First episode, A Shadow of the Past, and the second one is Adrift. I don't know what to do with my hands for Adrift. Adrift. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
did
sorry.
well.
I'm
You did
sorry.
well.
All right, all right. So we will get right into it. This is our spoiler review, spoiler review, spoiler review. Okay, I said it 3 times. So here we go. All right, in our first episode, A Shadow of the Past. After the Dark Lord Morgoth was defeated, the elf Finrod died searching for his servant Sauron. Finrod's sister Galadriel vowed to continue the search and finds an abandoned fortress in the northern wastelands of Forwardwaith, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, which bears Sauron's mark. Her companions insist that they return to the elven capital Lindon, where High King Gil-galad, oh Jesus, proclaims the war against Morgoth's forces to be over. He grants Galadriel and her troop the honor of sailing to Valinor, where they can live an eternal life at peace. In the southlands of Middle Earth, elves watch over men descended from allies of Morgoth. To the disapproval of the others, the elf Arondir has developed a close relationship with the human healer Brownwind. Together, they discover that the town Horden has been destroyed, where Brownwind's son, Theo, finds a broken sword bearing Sauron's mark. Near Valinor, Galadriel chooses to turn back and continue the search for Sauron, jumping from the ship into the sundering seas. At the same time, two curious Harfoots, Nori Brandyfoot and Poppy Proudfellow, discover a strange man inside a meteor crater. And then we go into second episode, Adrift. Swimming back to Middle Earth, Galadriel comes across a raft with the human survivors of a shipwreck. They are attacked by a sea creature, and only one survives, Halbrand of the Southlands, who explains that he is fleeing from orcs. He and Galadriel work together to survive a storm. Nori and Poppy keep the stranger secret from the other Harfoots and give him food and shelter. He does not speak their language, but uses fireflies and apparent magic to indicate that he is searching for a constellation of stars that Nori does not recognize. Arondir investigates tunnels beneath Horden and is captured. Brownwind returns to her own town, Turahad, where an orc attacks her and Theo. They kill it and use its head as proof of danger to convince the rest of the town to leave. Gilgalad sends the half-elf Arond to assist the great elven smith Celebrimbor, who is planning to build a powerful new forge. Elrond suggests they seek help from the dwarves and goes to his friend Prince Dun IV in, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, Khazad-dûm. Karud is angry that Elrond has not visited in 20 years, but his wife Disa convinces him to hear Elrond's proposal, and that's where we end this episode. I enjoyed these first 2 episodes. I didn't know if this was going to be any good, but I'm really liking how they're doing this prequel series. It really feels like we're just jumping right back into this universe. But overall, I thought these first 2 episodes are really good, and I'm really glad that they released them both at the same time. But what did you guys think?
So I am behind, but I do plan to watch and catch up. But I do want to address something. I've heard good things about the show, but just this same old story of people trying to dictate. I know one of the characters is an elf. He's a black elf, and that clearly is an issue for some people, as well as other black characters on the show about them existing in Middle Earth in this time in this universe.
Hmm.
These are fictional characters, and the fact that you think you can dictate what belongs and what doesn't belong is so comical. It's sad. Y'all really need a life, like
Yes.
in the most simplest way I can put it, in the nicest way I can put it. I don't have to be nice. I'm choosing to be. You need a life. These are fictional characters. They can be black, brown, red, yellow, green. Who the hell cares? And I wish me success in and success to all the black characters on the show. It's sad that you have to face this type of ignorance in 2022, but know that we are part of fictional characters. If people actually did their homework about black people, fictional characters, black people in medieval and before time, there were kings and queens, rich, successful, powerful black figures in history. Google is your friend. I just want to say that and get that out the way. You are ignorant. You are sad. You so need attention. Go outside and roll around the grass. No one cares. They're here. They're not going anywhere. Like I said, I will catch up on the shows and hopefully be a part of future reviews. And that's all I have to say.
Well said. Very well said.
I agree with Ray on everything. It is fantasy. Fantasy.
Yes.
Fantasy. That is what it is. It is a fantasy. They can be black. They can be green. They can be Asian. They can be anything they want. Unless the casting is not good, then whatever. But if the casting is great, who gives a shit?
Yes.
Who cares? Y'all just so mad at every damn thing in the world. You're mad at Megan twerking on She-Hulk. You're mad at dude being black on House of Dragon. You're mad at dude being a black elf. Like, damn, shut the fuck up. Because you still gonna watch it. You still gonna watch it regardless. Don't tell me, oh, I'm going to cut it off. This is just too much. No, you're still going to watch it in secret. You just ain't going to say shit.
Exactly.
But I haven't seen it yet, but that's my 2 cents. Woohoo! Black Elf. Yes.
Very well said once again, Britt. All righty, and Brandon?
First of all, that Latino elf, let me tell you something, sir. I'm a married woman, but if I was single, I would be singing Cater to You by Destiny's Child.
Ooh.
You are so fine. It kills me. It kills me. I'm literally burning just talking about you right now. Can someone please turn on the oh my God. Please turn on the AC. Okay. That man is so fine, but we're not here to talk about just that.
Right.
The show, I had low expectations. Why? Because Jeffrey Bezos and his big old bald head and his space note hat that he wore to the moon or whatever, was talking about doing this show and blah, 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 and thankfully his son, as rich, and I'm sure he's a Republican too, told him, Dad, I love Lord of the Rings. Don't you F this up, I swear to God. And I think they got it right. I'm glad that they have some diverse casting, because I'm like, bitch, white people seem to be under the impression that they're the only people who exist in the world. And despite, arguing with us all the time and assaulting us in public, they just seem so unaware that, Black people and Latino people and Asian people connect as well. Just to name a few. Girl, what is wrong with y'all? And we can do it better. But y'all will never admit that. And it's a fact. I'm not arguing with y'all in the comment. It's a fact. But at the end of the day, I was very pleased with what I've seen so far. They got these 5'10" people playing short people. That was something. Something that it took a while for me to reprocess, because I forgot that they did that with the original Lord of the Rings as well, with the movies that Peter Jackson did. And by the way, y'all did him dirty, Amazon. I don't know which one of you messy ass bitches in customer service was like, you know what? Let's not send him any material so that he can go over and okay, or, put a suggestion in or something. They said, we're not giving him a dime. Don't send him shit. We got it. Well, I mean, clearly from what I've seen so far, I don't need any help. But it would have been nice to see, some of Peter Jackson's input implemented on screen. Um,
Yes.
and girl, it's when I tell you, I saw some blood and guts and stuff. I said yes. I said yes, ma'am. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired. Listen, I'm a grown titty bitch. I am a grown titty bitch. I like to see hatefully violent content on my streaming services. So if I
Agreed.
want some blood and guts for $6.99 a month, Amazon, you're gonna give it to me, and I got it. I
Yes.
saw some monsters chewing bitches and shit like that. I said
Mhm.
yes, yes, this is what I want. I want to see limbs dingling and shaking out after a big old fish just ate some bitches. I was living for that. I also love the dynamic. Now, let me tell you something. Some of y'all elf actors, no shade to y'all. I don't know if it was the prosthetics or something, but y'all faces were very obtuse. But that's to be expected. Y'all are mostly like Caucasian, like Hugh Grant, and I mean, not Hugh Grant. Am I? No, Hugo Weaving, Hugo Weaving,
Yes.
and because remember he was one of the elder elves or something in the movies. Um, and y'all have obtuse faces, but you know, we're not here to talk about that. I'm going on a tangent, but the point is, this show is a 15 out of 10 for me right now. It is.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and I love the dynamics, of just the characters interacting with each other, even though some of them look silly with their big noses. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all, gnomes or whatever the fuck. Y'all, first of all, looking like Dumbledore's cousins. When y'all was getting excited for some damn hammer splitting, I was like, "What the fuck are? What is going on here?" I was like, "Gimli is turning over in the womb that he has not even been born in yet. What the hell is going on here, girl?" But it was cute to see the mom, and I was like, "Finally, a black mother,
Yes.
hallelujah!" And her little redhead white man, and she was like, "You're staying for dinner." Okay, I got some chicken and I got some mashed potatoes and collard greens, and you gonna come and eat, bitch. Because look, you skinny ass elf, you bitch, you need to eat. And I was here for that. That was cute. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed Lord of the Rings so far, Rings of Power.
Hmm.
I guess we're gonna see. I think we saw already Celebrimbor. I'm not sure. The guy who made the elf who made the Ring of Power.
Did we?
Who's actually a video game character in the Shadow games that came out a couple years ago, and
Oh,
he was
okay.
bonded to a human. Yeah, and then he ended up becoming a wraith for Sauron, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, bitch, I loved it. It was sick.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I remember I watched someone's review on YouTube, and they basically called this like a G-rated version of Games of Thrones, and I guess I kind of see that, but I mean, we have Game of Thrones over there, and that's fine. I think this works in the universe that it's built in. And honestly, like I honestly had hesitations when I first watched the show, but I'm really liking how they're doing this, and I think it's going to be a great series overall. So before we wrap up, guys, any other final thoughts before we head out?
Hmm.
Uh,
Should I say Black Power? Black
uh,
Power.
okay.
Black fantasy power,
Okay. Yeah.
black
Absolutely.
G power, black
Absolutely.
fantasy, all of that.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And Brandon, do you have any Renaissance quotes you want to add in here?
Move out the way.
Amazon. Hmm, I don't like talking about y'all lightly right now. If HBO were to say, we're gonna sell Game of Thrones series, you should pick that up. Pick it up. Just saying. Just saying. Days
Fair.
Zaslav likes to slash shit, so just saying. Pick it up. Just saying.
All right, guys. With that being said, we'll go ahead and end it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching our spoiler review of The Rings of Power. Please remember to like and subscribe, comment down below, let us know what you guys thought of this video. And also remember to click the bell button for notifications so that you know whenever we have new videos here on our channel. And please follow Nerd Collision on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But once again, I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Britt. That's Brandon. We are Nerd Collision, and we'll see you guys here next time. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, see y'all later.
Oh my gosh, Britt.